If you ever felt alone in your awkwardness, just know that celebrities have cringy moments too, like all the time.
I love my husband, President Barack Obama.
Oh, it's awkward. It's awkward. It's awkward.
Hollywood may breed some of the most talented and beautiful stars, but they're certainly not always perfect, and sometimes uncomfortable moments arise. When Cardi B laughed off a collab. Who could ever forget Cardi B's meme-worthy reaction when Variety's reporter asked,
"Is there ever a chance that you and Nicki would make up and perform together?"
When he laughed and tried to ease the awkwardness by repeating her catchphrase, "Oh crrr." Cardi was making it clear that a performance with Nicki Minaj was very unlikely.
I love your laugh.
Based on this moment, it looks like these two aren't even close to making up. Yikes. When they cut Drake's microphone off. As he accepted his Grammy Award for Best Rap Song for God's Plan, Drake seized the opportunity to also throw shade at the Grammys.
We play in an opinion-based sport, not a factual-based sport.
So of course the network thought it would be fitting to cut off Drake's speech and go to commercial before he was done. Looks like they didn't take his comments too well, and the audience reactions kind of say it all. When people thought Beyonce was being shady. When ESPN shared a clip of Beyonce courtside at a basketball game, we all loved seeing our queen smile and wave. But when she quickly transitioned to looking annoyed as Nicole Curran leaned in to speak to Jay-Z, the Beehive was quick to spread the video like wildfire. In the viral video that became memes on memes on memes, her facial expressions speak volumes. From the looks of it, Nicole was making her very uncomfortable by boxing her in. And B only had so much patience to keep her poker face on. It almost looked like Beyonce gave a little bit of a shoulder bump too. That's awkward. When Jimmy Kimmel told Khloe who to date. After Khloe Kardashian and her sisters Kourtney and Kim chatted with Jimmy on a live taping, he turned to Khloe and said,
"Oh, I do want to ask about this character that you had a baby with."
Things immediately got awkward from that point on, as a mildly surprised Khloe responded with,
"Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it time to stop dating basketball players?
To which the crowd definitely had a reaction. It certainly wasn't the question that Khloe was expecting, but she shrugged and said,
I don't know, I like what I like, what can I say?"
I think we all felt that secondhand embarrassment on that one. When Nicole Kidman ignored Rami Malek. When Rami and his Bohemian Rhapsody co-stars got on stage to receive their Golden Globe Award for Best Motion Picture, Rami could clearly be seen trying to get Nicole Kidman's attention multiple times. As she presented the award, Rami tried to talk to her and she turned her back to him.
Let's watch that again.
I had not seen that.
Even when he put his hand on her back, she didn't acknowledge that he was there. Yikes. Later we found out it was all a misunderstanding.
I turned around and I did not see him.
But not until the whole internet made this awkward moment go viral. When Cardi B got hit on by an elderly man. When Cardi B joined James Corden for Carpool Karaoke, she got to perform her song I Like It at a senior center. It's safe to say that she started a party, and while everyone danced, she caught one particular senior's eye. While dancing with Cardi, Gunter asked,
I'm looking for a significant other. Are you available?
Unfortunately for him, the rapper was dating Offset at the time, but she couldn't help but giggle and awkwardly said,
Sure.
When Kylie Jenner threw a Handmaid's Tale party. To celebrate her friend's birthday, Kylie actually threw a Handmaid's Tale party, which included red cloaks and beverage options like
Praise Be vodka, Under His Eye tequila.
Considering how the series happens in a time when women's rights are stripped and they're forced to live under an oppressive patriarchy, it's understandable why this caused major internet backlash. The gesture was beyond disturbing, and as Bradley Whitford, who is actually on the show, put it,
I don't know, it seems a little tacky.
Oh, Kylie, come on, you should have known. That's just so cringy. When Ashley Graham asked Jason Momoa to do a tribal yell. When model Ashley Graham casually asked Jason Momoa to do a haka move for her on the red carpet, Lisa Bonet looked super offended and quickly shut her down, as awkward as it was.
I gotta get like one haka move, like come on.
Considering the fact that a haka is a ceremonial war dance in New Zealand's Maori culture, perhaps Ashley needs to be reminded that it's not okay to ask people of color to act out their culture for the sake of entertainment. This was just straight up embarrassing. When Kanye was uncomfortable during Kim's interview. Kanye is all of us when our friends bump into people that we don't know, especially when those people don't bother to acknowledge our presence. As Kim casually got through her interview for the Met Gala with a reporter from Vogue, an obviously restless Kanye struggled to pay attention and looked elsewhere nearly the entire time. Gosh, that's awkward. When Rami Malek fell off the stage. We have to mention Rami's second embarrassing awards show moment, poor guy, because you kind of can't not look at it. After he accepted his award for Best Actor at the Academy Awards, he accidentally slipped while he was trying to get off the stage and paramedics had to rush to his aid. Thankfully, he wasn't hurt and his Oscar remained in one piece, but that's gotta hurt, both Rami's pride and his ankle. When Tom Holland tags Zendaya. When Tom Holland and his Spider-Man Far From Home co-stars Zendaya and Jacob Batalon visited Disney, he shared a cool photo of the three of them having a blast. But then fans quickly noticed that Tom tagged Zendaya's name on his pants, which of course led to dating rumors all over the place. But while fans took this to be a bit of an innuendo, Zendaya laughed it off and commented, "I'm assuming because you don't know how to work IG, that's the reasoning behind my name placement." And he replied, "Very much so."
Well, it's no secret I'm not very good at Instagram.
Whoops, that's awkward. When Billie Eilish forgot her own lyrics. In video footage from Coachella 2019, Billie Eilish begins to sing "All the Good Girls Go to Hell," but it quickly becomes apparent that something's up. She starts to sing to the tune of the song before exclaiming, "Poor Billie." As much as we can understand since her album had just come out, it was still pretty cringe. When Kanye made Keeping Up with the Kardashians about The Incredibles. In season 16 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kanye West gave his first ever interview, and it was so on brand for Yeezy. The interview opened with Kanye admitting that he's, new to this.
"This is my first time doing this. I'm not actually attempting to do good."
And then went on to explain why he decided to finally step in front of the camera.
"The wife got a big butt, and I just see our life becoming more and more and more like The Incredibles until we can finally fly."
Kim's face says it all. #awkward. When Normani's jacket wouldn't come off. Normani graced the MTV VMAs stage to perform Motivation. Not long after she took the stage, a backup dancer went over to help her do an outfit reveal, but when he tried to take off her cropped velour jacket, it legit would not come off. Ultimately, it was no match for Normani, who held her composure the entire time, but it was still pretty uncomfortable for those of us watching. When John Travolta thought this drag queen was Taylor Swift. Jade Jolie is an underrated drag queen from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 5 and was featured in Taylor Swift's You Need to Calm Down video. When Taylor won her VMAs, she brought the cast of the video on stage. John Travolta gave out the award for Video of the Year and apparently mistook Jade Jolie for Taylor Swift and almost handed her the award. Thankfully, the real T Swift got her award, but man, it was so cringy for a second there. When Spike Lee wasn't enthusiastic about Awkwafina. At the 2019 Oscars, Awkwafina and John Mulaney stood on stage together to present an award. They discussed who they were most excited about meeting. Awkwafina proudly said Spike Lee, and we're guessing that she expected him to gush with pride or at least crack a smile. But instead, he just kind of looked confused. Either way, Awkwafina's face says, "Oh man, that was uncomfortable." When Lady Gaga ended her performance like this. At the Grammys in 2019, Lady Gaga performed a hard rock version of her and Bradley Cooper's hit song Shallow from the Oscar-nominated film A Star Is Born. It was a wild ride from start to finish, but especially at the end where Gaga chose to do this, and it felt like an eternity. Seriously, how long did she hold this pose? Did anyone else think this was weird? When Madonna called it the American Billboard Awards and then also shaded them? In a video backstage, Madonna incorrectly called the 2019 Billboard Music Awards the wrong thing.
At the American Billboard Awards.
And then also threw some shade for them not honoring her.
Where I will be honored for nothing.
Especially because no one corrected her, the whole thing made everyone feel really uncomfortable. When Emma Stone yelled, "I'm sorry." At the 2019 Golden Globes, host Sandra Oh made a killer joke about Asian representation in Hollywood, prompting a hilarious and awkward response from one actor in particular in the crowd, Emma Stone. It's awkward because it's true, but also we feel all cringy with how often Emma has to apologize for this. Yikes. When Ryan Seacrest didn't ask Lady Gaga anything. At the 2019 Grammys, nothing about Ryan Seacrest's interview with Lady Gaga was relaxing, but the end is particularly toe-curling because he puts the microphone in her face without even asking a question. And her face is pricelessly awkward. Seriously, what happened there? Which of these moments left you the most embarrassed? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for stopping by The Taco.